Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back. Super nice day out today again. Just been kind of working on the Miata a little bit here. I still need to wrap up the entire trunk setup, but for now I just have this silicone down so it doesn't move. I actually have the Airlift app on my phone now and got all the presets pretty much where I want them. Looking pretty good. Pretty happy with the front and how it's sitting. I think I am gonna throw maybe a 3 or a 5mm spacer on all the way around just to kind of clear out some of this gap. And I actually just ordered some rear drop knuckles so that we can get the rear to sit pretty much how the front is. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. But we're not gonna mess with any of that today. I actually have another project that I wanna work on, so let's check it out. Alright, so today I'm actually going to be installing a short throw in the Miata. Now this car is pretty new, you know, it only has 40,000 original miles, so the shifter is pretty tight still. I really don't have too many complaints about it, other than the typical 5th gear with the 6-speed. If you own one of these, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to get into sometimes while you're driving, so I'm curious to see if the new one fixes that at all. Also, the new one is going to have a 4-inch extension on the shaft here, but I'm super excited to try it out. This is probably the best kit that you're going to get for this car, so let's check it out. Alright guys, so this is it right here. This is the Miata Roadster Kit, and like I said, this is probably the best kit that you're going to get for this car, period. So I had to try it out. Got the new shifter there, all polished up and everything. Should match the wheels and the mirrors and everything pretty good. It comes with a new dust boot, got some heat shield stuff, as well as some new sound deadening, and all the hardware, bushings, everything that we're going to need to do this. It even comes with the lubricant, so it should be a pretty easy install. I'm going to get started on it right now, so maybe we can even take this thing for a little test drive today. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove this little center console here. Take off the shift knob. Never removed one on an NB, but it should be the same as the NA. Maybe. Pop these little caps off over the side screws. This thing should come out. Got a bunch of crap in there. So I do have my neon lights connected. Oh, I guess it just came off. Move this out of the way now. Now that that's off, we got 4 10mm bolts right here, and then a few more underneath it. This might have to come up first. Alright, so I ended up just breaking off this little plastic piece that holds this rubber on. Otherwise, I'll probably never get it off, but got that off. Hopefully this boot should just come off now. Alright, want to make sure that this is in neutral while you're doing this also, but from here we got to take these 10mm bolts off. And if you drop one, you don't have to worry about it going in the transmission or anything. It'll just drop down to the floor. Now the good thing about the 6-speed also is that you don't have the shifter turret that you have to change the fluid out or anything, so we don't have to do any of that. It's just lubed by the actual transmission. And just like that, we have our old shifter. I'm going to bring this up here and kind of compare it to the new one for a second. Here's a little side-by-side of the old versus the new. Like I said, this is a 4-inch extension. Really curious to see how that's going to feel in the car. But yeah, right now I actually need to remove all the rest of this little stuff in here, and then we can start swapping in the new stuff. Alright, so in here we have 2 pieces that need to come out. I'm going to try to get this one out without breaking it, which I don't know how to even get it out, honestly, so I'm just going to work on it. Alright, cool. Got that out without breaking it. And then there's one more little piece in here, right here. Now, what I'm going to do from here is just clean this out really well and then start reinstalling the new stuff. Just got a dry rag here. Just going to try to wipe out all this old grease as best as I can. Just like that, got this thing pretty clean. Now I need to grab my new stuff so I can start reversing the process. Alright, so I went ahead and installed the OEM Mazda washer. Pretty simple, it just pops right in there, just kind of floats. And then from there we have this part that'll go right over those little pegs and sit just like that. And then you have this third part that's going to go all the way in there to the bottom. But before I put these in, I need to lube this up really well, as well as the whole inside of this, so that we can get some good shifts. This is the ARP assembly lubricant. Just gonna get this really good on all this stuff. Definitely would recommend having a towel nearby because this stuff is super messy. Just kind of lube this whole thing up. Alright, had to wash my hands real quick. That was pretty bad. But from here, we have to install this piece with this little gasket facing down. This is just going to go right on the shifter here. Kind of just pops into place with these pegs. Just like that. Should definitely take this plastic piece off. And then this thing should be ready to go back in. Now I think there's a couple ways you can line this up as far as the angle of the shifter, but I'm going to try it like this for now. So from here we just have 3 bolts. Have to use the longer ones with the little locking washers here. And then I need to torque these down to 7 foot-pounds. Just going to get all these in place and then I'll pull out my torque wrench. Alright, from here, I think we gotta throw this over this, just like that. And then we got the new dust cover. I was actually going to wait to do this until I got the new shift knob in. I actually ordered a titanium shift knob and matching e-brake handle a guy custom makes, so I'm really excited to get those in, but this actually only took me about 45 minutes, so I'm glad I did it today. From there, I'm just going to throw this piece on, and then this just kind of wraps around here, and then we just got to put the center console back on and pretty much done. And just like that, got everything back together. Let's check it out here. Now, I'm not super fond of the way that this looks with this knob, but that new knob is really gonna look a lot better. That's pretty good, actually. It's like super close. Ooh. That actually feels really good. Hell yeah. Yeah, 5th is really easy to get into now. Right here, right next to the wheel. Hell yeah. Let's take her for a test drive. So already I can notice that this thing is a lot notchier. I don't have a trunk right now, so I'm probably just going to go around the block here, but yeah, 5th gear is really nice now. I definitely like how close it is. Feels pretty good. Pretty good. Don't want to go too fast. Yeah, I really like how close it is to the wheel now. Feels pretty good. Wait for it. Now we gotta air out. Hell yeah. Well, pretty successful install today. Like I said, that was super easy. I think it took like 45 minutes, and really happy with the way that it turned out. Shifts super crispy, even that 5th gear. So if you guys want to know where I got this, I will leave a link in the description below. Also, it does come in other options if you want to get the short one, but I went with this just to kind of give it that old school Roadster feel, and super happy with it once I get that new shift knob and everything. But I think I'm going to end this video here. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.